Now, while we're waiting for fridges, test a couple other fridges, no good. Testing two more in that other chest freezer. But there is whatever you want to call it. And there's a Thunderbox. Water tank in the mill. I've got to go over there later. I think that's where water will come from. Another diesel tank, somewhere's in there. Maybe another generator. And then we have bullshed will go in. There. In there is like a service bay. There's a pit underground under that grid mesh. Tyres. A whole bunch of other shit. And looking back, I've actually got to fix that roof. Looks like a willy come through. Got to put that timber back up, cut them broken sheets off. There's heaps of sheets around here. Take screw some new ones on, fix it up. There's a couple of ladders about. There's one in the house, there's one in the wool shed. Something fell down over the back there. I don't know what that was. And that there with the solar panels on is the powerhouse. A couple of diesel tanks behind that. Some old busted ass caravan maybe, I don't know. But anyway, this is nice. It's a nice shed. I don't know how well we're going to record in here. Anyway, we shall see. So here is a very nice shed full of shit. There we have a cool room. I'm not sure what that's grown out, but we shall find out. Up there goes up to the shearing area. But this cool room, I don't know. It needs cleaning out, but it is, and it has got power to it. So, well, there's no power, but anyway, there's coolers, or yeah, cooler, workbench, hanging rods, bird shit. Anyway, there's everything around here. Needs good cleaning up. Though, I think it could pose well as a cool room. Because I was thinking of getting goats. And with the smoker, I don't know, we'll work it out. But somewhere to hang meat. There is shit that's got to go. Lots of shit that's got to go. This whole beautiful shed. And it's full of shit. Pallets, firewood. Those tyres are probably alright if you can find something that they fit on. There's just full of crap. There's a bit of hay. Up to the shearing quarters, which is still in good nick. This roller door, I can't do it yet. I haven't tried real hard, but that is coming down and getting tech screwed shut. Out the back there, behind, well, you can't see it behind trees, another big tank. There's that tank, and there's those tanks. Over the back there where you see that solar panel, that pump was working, but it didn't have enough power to pump up the top of that tank. So we've got to have a look at that. All the yards and whatnot, all steel, so it's all good. Just needs, they're not going to run cheap again, but just needs clean up, and that steel's lasts for a long time. Over yonder there behind everything is the biggest laydown yard you've ever seen, with all the scrap metal you could wish for. And there's another one of those ring things that you can put over a tree, like a tomato bush or something. Tomato bush. Anyway, there's a couple of them around. Into where they used to shear. And there's some more sheets that need replacing up there. Just to maintain the integrity. It doesn't take much. There's the other ladder. And here's all the shearing machines. Well, two of them. There's something that used to run something. Don't know what that was down there. Assuming that's got something to do with running these shearing machines. And then across the top there we've got different grades of wool. They used to put their wool in. The wool press. More grades. More shit. More windmill blades. And more shit. Anyway, that is I can secure that shed pretty well. Knock that down. The only access is through here. You can't tow a trailer through here, so that's a good thing. Though some of the security on that, yeah, we'll have a look out here first. So there's that other powerhouse. That might have been a chook shed, and I don't know what it was next to it. There's heaps of stuff to build stuff with. Just pull it apart and start again. I've got to go and have a look at that solar pump. Can you hear the silence? It's beautiful. Round. Yes, so there's a big door there. That's good to work out. It's only tech screwed the locks on, so I need to do something. I'll weld it on. I'll beef it up anyway. Oh, Malcolm? Oh, I forget now. Anyway, he said I could bring a welder out here on a trailer. So yeah, that is not quite secure enough. But something like that, that's welded, not tech screwed. And a lock over here with some more substantial steel will be good. Skylights. It is a nice shed. It's a very nice shed. Full of shit. Hopefully I can do something with that cool room. Clean all this stuff out. Looks like it'll all go to the tip, water firewood. And then same deal with this latch. This needs to be where it is. This needs to be beefed up. That needs to be beefed up. Onto there, so it's lockable. And we'll do the same something with that roller door. But yeah, that's a big shed. I don't know what those cross member bits are, but anyway, it's a good shed. Then looking out again, there's those. Another busted ass windmill, another tank. I'll see if that tank's any good or not, because I need a rainwater tank. There's nothing here that doesn't have holes in. There's a few roofs to collect water off, but no tank. Well, I suppose I could take you over here where there was more shit. Stuff underneath. There's just lots of, obviously they had this little windmill stand to fix stuff. There's the pit. So a big open hole, or not open hole, a big hole you can get underneath stuff and do your work underneath. Lots of windmill stuff, tyres, fire extinguishers, the old oil, another ute. There's actually something out here that I'm going to try and get going. Over there's a big trailer, a big trailer. So I need tyres, but... And there's that trailer, which is a dual axle with only one tyre on each end. But there's lots around here. Lots of tyres, another rainwater tank with a hole in. That was someone's invention that I'd been thinking of. That is electric motor on a windmill. Anyway, it can't work too well. Can't work too well. But anyway, there's a few tyres and bits and pieces, and should be able to do something to get tyres rolling on that big ass trailer, or that one, so we can move shit around and get rid of it. That yellow fuel tank is mine. I want that. It's about 800 litres, I think, something like that. It's a good tank. So put that somewhere. There's another trailer behind that tractor, which has got tyres on it. There's this, plenty of mesh. Yeah, and those used to be on a trailer, I guess, for sheep, maybe sheep, I don't know. But anyway, they look very good for growing stuff in and putting shade cloth over. Over here to the powerhouse. Apparently one of these works. I don't know which one, but I need a battery for starters and service them and find out which one does work and where everything goes. So there's that motor, heaps of core sample trays in there and other stuff, and all that flagging, like coloured flagging. I'm going to start putting that up here and there just to make it look like someone's here. And there's that baby. Hopefully that's the one that works, because it looks dynamite, or big enough to run a lot. And then round the back there was something in there. This goes out to another laydown. There's lots of really old cars and stuff. There's an old stock crate, no trailer. Then out the back here we've got diesel tanks. Diesel tanks are good. Don't know if I want them here, but we'll see. There's that caravan. Chook shed. And then they had, I don't know, that they're not freezers anymore. I think they stored something in them, I don't know what, but it's you need to be able to lift that stuff off, because it's all fallen on it and you can't open anything. Good solid steel around the place to use. Cut up and start again. So yeah, panoramic view. Shearing shed, something shed, that shed, shearers quarters, whatever, house. Oh, solar panels. So those solar panels look like they have some system that points them at the sun. I don't know what, but one isn't pointing at the sun, but I've got to be here during the day to see what happens. But yeah, there's some tubes on it. I don't know if they heat up and the oil transfer or something transfer to one side or the other so they follow the sun, but that's what they're supposed to do. And there's, each one of them panels is 75 watts, and there's four 75s on each row. So there's 300 watts. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 3 is 3,600 watts. If it still works the way it's supposed to, that should produce some decent power. Water tanks, busted ass, and lots of cleaning. You can do with a telehandler here with the forks and a bucket for a week. And this place will look a lot better. Anyway, let's go check on the fridges. I'll tell you how I go later.